Hello, and welcome to part 2 of Beginnings and Endings of Essays. If you haven't watched the first video, the link will be located below, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel to receive future educational material that may be of help. So let's go back to why do I need a conclusion anyway? I think it's a good question. It's a valid question. It tells the reader that you are completely finished with your topic, that you are done and you're closing things out and to prepare to end. It provides a recap of what your essay was about, and that comes in the form of restating your thesis in a different way. Make sure that you're avoiding verbatim repetition of that thesis. So make sure that you are writing it in a different way. It can still have the same components and you can rearrange it. It just needs to not be repetitive. So it provides a suggestion to the reader. It puts the point made in a larger context. So perhaps whatever you're discussing, you'll really send that part home. You're saying, "Hey, reader, this applies to an entire profession of nurses, or this entire paper applies to a specific type of business, like printing or pharmaceuticals, or whatever it is." So whatever the context is, you're telling the reader this information. Also, an argument essay, it also offers a possible solution, a call to take action, or a suggestion to answer the question. So why did you tell me all this anyway? That applies to all of the essays. They want to know, when a reader reads something, they want to know, and as an instructor, I want to know, why was this so important? Why did you choose this? What can I get out of this? So here's the big tip, and it's in big letters: restate your thesis. So that is extremely important. It can be located in different places within your conclusion, depending on where you believe that it will add to a smooth flow of your conclusion. So let's go through here. What phrases can you use to summarize your content? And here are some example phrases like we did in the introduction that may be helpful. And some of these are connected to the originals that you saw, so it may even be more helpful to see those connections. So it's clear that whatever that central topic was is important so it's clear that the ethics in the nursing field is important in helping nurses determine the proper course of action when interacting with and planning patient care. So you see how that was reiterated, but it also really drives it home. Why did I talk to you about this subject? Why is it important? So in this investigation into whatever that issue is, the aim was to assess whatever the overall target of that assessment was. So here it is. In the investigation into global warming, the aim was to assess the truth and the claims being made by experts. So you're telling the reader, this is why it was important, this is significant, this is what we were doing. Here are a few more examples that you might use. This first one is really for lower level writing, perhaps high school or developmental writing, because it really announces it. So this essay has argued that blah 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 is the best way to da da da. So you fill in the blanks to that, and it can work, but I believe that that one should be reserved for a little bit lower level writing, and some of these others are more appropriate for the higher level writers. So the goal in presenting the findings to support whatever it was, so if it was global warming, was to persuade citizens to take action, and the evidence clearly supports and whatever the issue of discussion was, so whatever those specific points were. So you can fill in the blanks in any of these. And so for instance, let's skip the next one and go on. If appropriate, you might condense it to, and here is one where the one most significant finding might indicate a certain thing. So keep that in mind as well, that you don't have to go broad all the time in your conclusion. You can bring it down to, this is the most significant finding that I presented to you. This is very important. So you also should offer a so what. So here are some examples of that. So why did I discuss it? You're talking about importance, you're restating your thesis, and then you're giving the so what. Further study may be needed to determine specific aspects of an effective tutoring program to maximize impact on student success. This process may begin with administration sitting down at the table together to begin the planning process. So not only did they tell you, hey, this may be what's needed, but also, how do we start this? process of change. So the second one, it is clear that more policies need to be in place to govern ethical behaviors in the medical profession. Taking action to ensure proper training and follow through is necessary to ensure the safety of patients and necessary to build relationships between medical personnel and the community. These would be appropriate for argument essays. They really tell the reader, okay, so we found all this. This is the so what. This is what is needed. So this is the follow-up to the other information that I've showed you in this video, is giving that final solution, telling them, you know, not only are you doing so what, but you're going beyond that and saying these are the steps that you can use to take care of this problem. And so that is the end of this presentation. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel to get more educational videos to help you write better. Have a good day.